Head above the water.
You
man.
constantly working paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah. And that's the beauty. That's the beauty about crypto is that the average investor is only investing a few $100s. Like if that. So that's like millions of investors, but that adds up. Just like donations add up when you're running for office or something.
Okay.
It ain't the person that's stroking the $10,000 check or the $50,000 check or the $100,000 check. It's all of those. It's all of those $25 and
that shit
and $100
and
$50.
That shit
it's
adds
that.
up.
Those are the people that's
sir.
in cryptocurrency, and those people make up a lot of the millionaires in crypto.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing to watch, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. For a long time, I've had people reaching out to me trying to get me to promote their coins or whatever. And I just turned it down because I never just really wanted to be like involved with people's financial decisions or whatever. That's why I tell people straight up, listen, this is what I'm doing. You do what you want to do, but this is what I'm doing. You do what you want to do because if you win, you're going to celebrate me. I'm Willie. Thank you, Willie. But if you lose, you're going to be like, that motherfucker did. So don't come talking to me. Don't come to me
God
talking.
Damn it, Willie.
Don't come to me talking no shit. You learn to take your bitter with your sweet.
Yeah.
Cryptocurrency is a gamble. There ain't no guarantees. Having said that, I am a gambler. I'm a business gambler, and I'm an investor gambler. I don't do the regular type of gambling, like casinos and all that stuff. I don't do that.
Yeah.
But I will take a chance on investing, and I will take a chance on business. And I just don't know a sweeter game than this crypto. So that's what caught my attention. And I'm gonna tell you, like when I started looking into your team. I looked at the dev team. I looked at the dedication. I had the conversation with you, and I just saw how pumped up people was. Even, the Wolf Pack gang, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to the Wolf Pack gang.
That's
like, hey, man, it's a beautiful thing. And to see all the things, the moving parts that's happening, I haven't seen any other cryptocurrency moving at this rate with all of these different parts. And I haven't seen all these different pieces the way it moves. It's almost like every day is something new. It's big news daily.
Yeah.
So you don't really get a chance to watch it. You don't really get a chance to watch the coin like just drop. Good news come out and then it'll people pull out and then it drop and then if it's a solid coin, if it's a solid project, then at some point it'll stabilize and then it starts back up. But Saitama is just moving
all the time. Well,
like it's moving all the time, and it's all of those pieces, man, that are moving. All of these good pieces, these beautiful pieces that are like that are interconnecting. That I think is a big reason why that the coin continues to surge, and it's the big reason why it's like the new kid on the block.
Yeah.
And also, it's a little hate out there,
People hate what they can't have, right? Or they hate success. People have always hated, success.
What kind
if it's
of
not
food
their success,
what kind of food would hate this success?
Because it's people that don't
one that is not like getting any of that, is not sharing in the spoils of success, or just one that just has like a pessimistic art view on life. Because I've always been the kind of cat that if I see somebody doing something successful, I'm trying to see how they doing it, and I'm gonna try to emulate it, right? I'm gonna try to emulate it. I'm not gonna try to knock it down. I'm not going, oh man, this, that, and the third. But I do see that the people that have that type of attitude are usually the people that either don't have anything, or they're part of the competition.
Yeah, or they got burned along the way, And they've had that bad experience. So we had our definite fair share of spoilers or people, that were kind of hating on what we were doing in the beginning because it was new, right? What we were doing is new, and the water cooler talk, people say different things. Social media is still, it's almost like high school. People spread that viciousness all around. But what we did is we came out, man. We're doing what nobody else has really done. Like, we're putting our names and our faces out there, our reputations, ourselves, our images, our names. I got my whole family invested. I got all my friends invested. My face out there. I'm speaking to the community, 90,000 people every day, saying this is who I am, this is what we're doing. And in crypto, that's different. Nobody's really doing that. So if you have a crypto coin, I mean, they don't know who's running that project. They have no idea. It'll be like Pickles123 is running this, this coin. But who the hell is Pickles123? It's like, I have no idea. So we're out here doing like live streams, coming out here with you doing this stuff and, doing everything that we're doing. It gives people kind of a sense of comfort, right? Like, okay, these guys are legit. Not only legit, but these are businessmen. Like, I run my own business. All of our developers have some kind of unique dynamic that they bring, whether it's their business strategy or they own their own companies, their IT, like our CTO runs his own software company up in the Northeast. Everybody has a different dynamic that they bring to the table, and we just kind of make this dream team, and it works, right? And we're having a different vision to crypto. We're not trying to just, like you said, hype it up and let it fall. Like, we're continuing to bring new catalysts to the table and really expanding what we're doing, because we're actually a registered company. So we're bringing different partnerships. We're creating all these different opportunities that crypto's not used to. Right. So when you take that chance, you either get success or it fails. So luckily we've been, pretty fortunate to this point that it's bred success. But it's also from the business standpoint, we're treating it like a company. We're growing it like a normal company would. And people are kind of getting tuned to that, where they're wanting to invest or wanting to get involved. And not just invest, but they want to be a part of it. I talk to people all day, every day, from all walks, like whether it's entertainment and sports and education, people, big name people, they're like, how do we get involved? What can we do? This is what I want to do with my company. How do we create that marriage so we can work together? Because the NFTs, the gaming, education, crypto in general, it's huge. It's blowing up. And just think about where crypto was 6 months ago when Dogecoin made its run and where we are at now today at the end of October. It's just unprecedented growth, and I've been investing in business for years. And to speak on what you were saying with the growth and the ROI, return on investment, there is nothing that comes close to what it is in crypto. I'm big in numbers. I'm a finance guy, so I look at the percentages, the ROI. And like I was talking about earlier, the $500 turned into $10 million in 6 months. Like, that's not, I'm not exaggerating those numbers. Those are real figures. So I don't know of anywhere legally, right? Keyword legally, that you can make that kind of money. You just can't in that short amount of time.
I don't know anywhere illegally you can make that kind of money in that short amount of time.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Where you can put up $500 and make $10 million.
Yeah, it's insane.
What do you say to people? Let me say this first again. I was speaking to Brad shortly. Bitcoin at one point was 10 cents. And now we're talking, right at the time of this recording, it's at $60,000.
Yeah.
Ever since that I've been privy to cryptocurrency existence, I've been hearing people call Bitcoin a rug pull.
A what?
It's a rug pull.
Rug pull. Like when you take it and you just took the rug right out, like it's almost like a Houdini. Like, there it is.
Like,
now it's
like
gone.
a bait and switch. You make people think it's one thing, and then they invest in it, and then you pull the rug from them. You take all the money and run. But people has been saying that about Bitcoin forever.
Yeah.
And I've heard people say that about Cardano, about Doge, about Ethereum.
Yeah.
I've heard them say that about every single coin, including Saitama.
Yep.
What is your reaction when you hear people saying that your baby, Saitama, is a rug pull?
And I've actually come on record and made videos on live streams and things like that addressing that exact thing. So that all it comes down to is just not understanding what a rug pull is, what it is that makes these coins have that ability to be a rug pull or a scam, or what they're calling like a honeypot.
Or a pump and dump.
Yeah, or a pump and dump. So there's certain indicators that you really got to look at. And unless you know what you're looking for, you'll be susceptible to being victim of that. Mm-hmm. So one of them is being the liquidity. The liquidity is what backs the coin. That's what gives it value. So if I buy X amount of Saitama, the liquidity is what gives it its value. So if I want to sell it, the liquidity is what I'm selling it against. It's almost like when you buy a house, you can take a loan out on the title of your home or the value of it, right? You can borrow against it. It's kind of the same concept with liquidity. That's what allows you to sell it against it. Now, if that liquidity is owned by one person and it's not what they consider to be locked, or they don't lock it, meaning somebody could take it out at any time, that could be susceptible for fraud. Somebody could just take that liquidity out.
But if somebody can lock liquidity, couldn't they unlock it?
Yeah, but so you have certain things that you can do. So there's different software that you can have. Like we have what's called a Unicrypt software, where our liquidity is locked until May of next year. Now, May of next year, we can now relock it. We can change the smart contract or do whatever we need to do if we need to. But from now until then, nobody can touch it. It's untouchable. So I can't take it out. The other developers can't take it out. The deployer wallet can't take it out. It's completely untouchable. So that will be there no matter what. So that eliminates that option, right? The capability of that option for a rug pull, that eliminates that completely. Because we're a DeFi currency, and DeFi meaning it's decentralized, so it's constantly deflating. The circulating supply is getting smaller and smaller.
Which adds to the value.
Right, it adds to the value, but it also generates this burn wallet. Like all these